What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Football Manager video. We're back with another part of that Millwall Save. Today we're going to bring you up to speed with the last 3 or 4 games since you was last with us. And we've got a tasty top of the table clash to be live coming over. So without further ado, let's get into the fixtures that we've had since you was last with us. So I hope I don't need to remind anyone of the last game that you was with us, which was a 2-0 victory away at Carroll Road. We then went to Hillsborough, Sheffield Wednesday, and managed to get a 1-0 win. Ben Thompson here picking up a loose ball, putting it away with his left foot, leaving the keeper with no chance. A well-taken strike, and a game that we probably dominated quite well, I'd say. Performances around the pitch were quite decent, players played well. Just going forward, we didn't really capitalise on too many of our chances we created. I felt like we probably could have scored more, but end of the day, we won 1-0, kept our little push going, and we carried that into the next game. A 1-1 draw at home against previous manager Neil Harris, Cardiff City. As you can see here, we've got a good start into the game. Hayden Muller playing right back, something that is going to feature in the next couple of games where you can see youngsters are getting their opportunity to play. Muller no different. Nice little run there. Unfortunately, which was a little bit of a theme in a couple of games, we seem to concede from set pieces. Harry Wilson here crossing the ball into Benkovic, and he made it 1-1. We weren't really troubled otherwise by Cardiff, I'll be honest. The XG was in our favour again. A lot of it this season is not taking our chances. We've been really unlucky with injuries. I feel like, the likes of Jed Wallace, Connor Mahoney, players that can make a real difference for us, have unfortunately been getting struck with injuries. And with that, we've obviously been left kind of squabbling around, playing 4 players that, the decent players, but there's no other options there for them. You see, we've got Shane Ferguson on the bench and George Alexander, which, as you can see, he scored 2 goals. So we'll get onto that now with the next game. So the second to last game to bring you up to speed on was a 2-1 victory over Reading, who actually got off to a good start. I mentioned set pieces. We seem to have had a knack of conceding a couple of games in a row from free kicks there. 1-0 to Reading after 24 minutes. Fearing the worst a little bit. Like I said, not many options off the bench. Players can't really make too much of an impact for me if they're not really, up to the standard of first team quality. However, Charlie Austin managed to get us back into the game. Mason Bennett here on the left. Been a nuisance. I think he got 2 assists in this game. Eventually crossed it into Charlie Austin, who obviously in that position you back him to score, which he did. And then in 89th minute, we went a bit attacking. We went 4-4-2 up front. And again, Bennett on the right this time. I think it falls to him eventually. Here he is. Crosses it in and step forward. George Alexander. A Millwall youngster in real life. A Millwall youngster whose dad previously played for the club. And there's a bit of a naughty there for me, but he's been playing immensely well for the reserves, scoring goals. I think he's got 8 in 9 starts there, as you can see, in all competitions. Average rating was decent. With Troy Parrott's injury, I kind of felt compelled to give him a chance in the squad. At least if we need an option to bring on, I felt confident to bring him in. I've also rewarded him for his training performances because he's got 10 out of 10 for training. He seems to be smashing it every week. And even though his attributes are maybe not to the level of Championship football, I felt like, the omen behind him was right there. Like, he's obviously worked hard, got into the team, morale's high, and he's took his chances, as you can see in the next game, which was away again. A 1-0 win, as you can see here, away from home, at Birmingham. Not a difficult place to go recently, because they're not necessarily light up the table as such, but another sub-appearance for George Alexander, and another goal. Ferguson whips it in, and like a poacher, George Alexander's on the end of that to make it 1-0 and win us the game, it has to be said. I kind of didn't know whether to start him after scoring that 1 goal against in the last game against Reading. However, he came as a sub in this game again and scored. So, I thought this time I'm going to have to reward him for a start. So in the live com game today, away to Blackburn, by the way, top of the league, he's going to be starting. It's going to be risky, I know that, but his form's deserved it. He's got into the side through his own credit, and you can't knock it. 2 sub appearances, 2 goals. I think he also came on as a sub in another game, maybe earlier in the season. Oh no, he came on in the Cardiff game. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. But as you can see, 2 sub appearances in the last 2 games, 2 goals. It'd be rude not to start him in this next game. So hold your horses, as they say. We're going to be in for an interesting game, I feel like. I did mention, obviously, earlier about 2 injuries. I didn't actually discuss it in the game against Sheffield Wednesday. As you can see on the right-hand side there, and on the screen here, Connor Mahoney and Jed Wallace, both of them suffering strained knee ligaments. Sprained knee ligaments, should I say. How's your luck? Both of them out for, I think it was around 6 to 8 weeks. And you can see Mahoney's still 2 weeks away. I think Wallace is recovering slightly quicker. I don't know if it's due to his nature or if it's a slightly less serious injury, but he'll be back in 5 to 11 days. So we've been without 2 of our attacking midfielders. Wallace this season hasn't really lit the table up for me anyway. He's only got 1 goal in 3 starts and 4 sub-appearances. He lost his place in the side. He hadn't been really performing for me. However, I was looking to try and persevere with him, and obviously with his attributes, he is our best player in the game. Mahoney has been the form player for us, 6 goals and 7 starts. So without the two of them, however, with that said, we've still managed to maintain an unbeaten run. We beat Norwich away like it was in the last game, like we said in the last episode. And since then, we've got 3 wins and 1 draw. I think I can't be complaining, and it sets up nicely for today's game, which was a top of the table clash before Brentford played their game last night. I imagine they got a win, a 3-2 win away to Rotherham there. So it's first v second in my eyes. Blackburn undefeated, not lost the game yet. Tricky game nonetheless. Adam Armstrong, the top goal scorer in the league. I remember getting an analyst report during the week. And here's our analyst report, these are great breakdowns to kind of show an indication of how clinical teams might be and how strong defensively they are. It's quite impressive to see us here. I think we're statistically the best defensive team at the moment this season. I think it's monthly reports, so I don't know if it takes into account the whole month or if it takes into account the whole season. But, as you can see, not giving away many chances to the opposition here. 6 to 7 chances a game, and obviously the conversion rate is quite low as well. Obviously with that, the defence are getting in with the way of shots. Bart Bilkowski's making saves, and as for attack, we're definitely having shots per game. We're definitely having chances. We're not on the right side of the graph to be aggressive and clinical, but nonetheless we're creating chances. We're scoring, and at the moment we're top of the league, so I can't really complain. You can see through the XG in some of the games though, we probably should have scored more. But with that said, against Blackburn, who are the most clinical side in the league by the looks of it, it'll be an interesting game today. I think, personally going into the game now, I probably will take a point, but we'll have to wait and see how we do. Just an interesting caveat for you. As you can see, on the 9th of January 2021, in the third round of the FA Cup, we're going to Old Trafford. Yeah, I know. I think, the competition itself, we was expected to reach the 4th round, but I'll tell you now, if they play a strong side, that's going to be a long ask for us as well. So we'll have to see. Away to United, that might be the next game we come back to. Probably play a big chunk of games over Christmas and get them done. But away to United at Old Trafford just doesn't really whet the appetite for me at the moment. It'll be a big day out for the fans, by all accounts. I wish we had a tie like that in real life, regardless of the result. But playing this game, it's one of those games that we could definitely do without. But it's one of those things, we can't complain. We'll have to go into it and hopefully put performance in. But let's focus on today's game against Blackburn, and I'll bring you up to speed once we get the team news. So here we are, team news is in. Now, what's interesting to me immediately looking at this is Adam Armstrong, their top goal scorer, is on the bench. I'm definitely not complaining about that. They've got some good players in here, though, experiencing through the likes of Stuart Downing, Bradley Dack, Harvey Elliott on loan from Liverpool. So it's going to be a tough ask, but I think we deal better with the midweek games because I do rest the players between the games. I do give them a couple of days off training, and it does allow me to play a strong side again and again and again. But obviously with that, a lot of the squad that don't play, the squad players that aren't necessarily in the side, because obviously the 11's doing so well, they are kicking up fusses, the likes of Matt Smith and Pearce, who probably will be leaving soon. Just an FYI on that one. But here is our team news today. So we've got Bilkowski starting in goal, Marlon Romeo at right back, Hayden Muller at central defence. First appearance in the league at central defence for him. Risky to play him, I know. However, I decided to favour him through this game because Hutchinson's picked up a suspension with 5 yellow cards this season. It gives him a great opportunity to come in and get the shirt. He's played well, trained well, especially at right back. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. He is a natural central defender in this game, so watch this space. Partnering him will be the ever dependable Jake Cooper. Scott Malone left back, who's obviously doing really great for me as well, just like Romeo. Ben Thompson and Sean Williams in the middle, who's kind of coming to the side after Woods played on the weekend. We've got another game in a couple of days' time, so I thought good opportunity to play Sean Williams. Lilovic, Pritchard and Bennett behind Georgie Alexander. See what you can do today, George. You scored 2 and 2 off the bench. You've got complete faith in me. Top of the table clash. I know it's a big risk, but I felt like it's a good opportunity to play him and keep Charlie Austin fresh for the weekend as well against Derby County at home. And you can't knock him. He's on form. Charlie Austin's not scored many goals. I think he scored 1 this month, so he deserves his opportunity. Let's go into this game. Let's give the team talk and get started. I'm gonna tell George Alexander I have faith in him. He's motivated, he's up for it. If he scores today, absolute scenes. If he wins us the game as well, he deserves the opportunity. I can't knock him. The same with Muller. Like I said, his performances have been good, 7.12 overall. And also, if you go to development, training, the 3 kids are killing it out there. The same with Billy Mitchell, who's on the bench. He's waiting for his chance, but he will be coming into the side soon, and hopefully he can stake a claim, being the 11 full time. Here we are. Okay, so just on this, obviously what we're playing, balance mentality here. We're away from home. We're in our Husky chocolate red kits, should I say. I don't know why I said yellow there. But big ask for the players. Hopefully we can go again. Unbeaten Blackburn. I'm confident still though. I always back us, so let's see how we do. Right, it's taken 13 minutes to get our first highlight, and it starts with a Blackburn throw. Harvey Elliott here to Niambi. Goes down the line. He's managed to cross it, but it's cleared away by Jake Cooper. Bennett on the counter-attack here, hopefully. Skips past the defender like he's not there. He's going towards goal. Mason Bennett. It's a block shot. Okay, I don't mind that so much. Interesting start to the game. Let's see if we can make something from this set piece. So here is the corner to be whipped in by Alex Pritchard. Aims for George Alexander. It's cleared away. Thompson picks up the loose ball. Is that the end of the highlight? He's managed to beat his man Bradley Dack and won a free kick. Well played. Are we going to get a highlight for that though? We don't. Not really much from Blackburn. We said they're clinical. Maybe they just don't create a lot of chances and they take a lot of them for Adam Armstrong, who's obviously a really good striker in this division. We've got another highlight here in the 18th minute. Pritchard picks up the mid ball in the middle and runs with it. Thompson on a yellow card already. Typical. Who's also been suspended already. Here's Romeo on the overlap. Ball into the box surely. He goes to Halilovic. Pritchard's there. Straight into the keeper's hands. That's annoying. I thought that was a good opportunity there. Here come Blackburn Rovers. End of highlight. Another highlight, 21st minute. We seem to be in their half. Camp's in there in a minute. Bennett flicks it on. It's cleared away by Linehan. Thompson on a yellow. I'm wary about that, but let's not talk about that. Romeo here picks the ball up. He's going to get the ball in the box. Alexander's there. It's a block shot. Okay. Romeo with a throw. Blackburn failed to clear it. Here's Romeo. Ball into the box. Alex Pritchard. Block shot again. Douglas on the ball. Linehan plays it long over the top, but Cooper gets there. Down and picks up the loose ball and plays through Bradley Dack. Good save by Bielkowski. Now, I would be annoyed there if they took that chance because I know they're the most clinical side, but first chance of the game if they scored it. It'd be typical Millwall, to be honest with you, at this point. I think we're going into half-time at a little stalemate here. Like I said, I'm not setting up for the draw, but if you gave me the draw away from home against an undefeated side who are at the top of the table with us, I probably would take it. I'm going to pump fists and say I'm not happy performance out there. I'm going to motivate them, see if they can get a bit more from us in the second half. I might step to a positive mentality. I'm thinking they've only got Bradley Dack up front. I'm wary that we get caught out, and obviously the high line gets us in trouble. I might drop the back four a little bit to a normal line. Set piece, Pritchard to whip it in. Williams, oh, I nearly made wave to him there. Here's Thompson to Muller. It's blocked, but it's fallen straight into the path of Mason Bennett, who's got his 4th goal of the season. Get in there. Straight after half-time. Gave the players a little bit of a bollocking, saying I'm not pleased so far. And look at that, straight into it, second half. Got lucky with the clearance not getting done successfully there by Blackburn. Muller picks it up, plays it, over to goal. I suppose he must have shot there, I don't know. But nonetheless, it's fallen in the path of Mason Bennett, and we're 1-0 up. Here we go. Pritchard with another corner. Good away by Downing, but Pritchard's going to get there. He does. To Sean Williams, who's had a go. It's gone just wide. Williams has definitely got the long shot in him, as we know in real life as well. But they've gone to a 4-3-3 here by the looks of it. Sean Williams insets the ball in front of Holtby nicely there. Here's Bennett, picks up the ball. Can he pick out someone? He goes for shot instead. That's a bit annoying because if he kept going towards goal there, maybe an opportunity would present itself instead. I do have him to shoot less often, pretty much across the whole team. I'll click on him, you should be able to see that. Shoot less often, but I'm not one to complain. We're 1-0 up at the minute. He scored the goal as well. So Alexander's on a 6.5, but I feel like it's not necessarily through any fault of his own. It's more so the players around him not giving him the opportunity. I'm thinking of making a couple of changes. I might bring on Ryan Woods. I'm cautious that Thompson's on a yellow card, so I'm going to bring on... What do I bring on, Billy Mitchell? I don't know. Big call to bring him in this kind of game. He's not actually really played for me this season yet. He was injured for a lot of it at the start. Let's bring in Woods. 72nd minute, and there's a set piece here, I think. No, it's a throw-in. Okay. Douglas with the throw. Holtby flicks it on. Bart kind of scrambles it away there. That was a bit weary there. Ayala plays it forward. Holtby flicks it, but Cooper gets there. Pritchard. Are we going to get him on the counter-attack? Alex Pritchard's galloping forward. I love this. Go on. Ball in the box, maybe? Tribal tackles him nicely there. Get a bit end-to-end. I might go for a balanced approach, I think. I think they're going to score from this, regardless of what I do. I can feel it coming. Rothwell goes for goal from distance. That's not going to trouble us. Bergie on the left. Charlie Austin up front. I'm allowed to see the game through for us. Throw in on the right-hand side. Romeo plays it. Tribal clears it. Woods is going to get to it. Sean Williams. Woods back to Muller. Love this. This is looking good so far. Don't lose the ball, though. Here's Woods back to Muller. Don't lose the ball. Good ball. Oh, unlucky. Elliott here plays it over the top towards Rothwell, who's peeled off and beat past Marlon Romeo. Oh, that was nearly an opportunity there. Holtby outside the box, not going to trouble Bielkowski from there. Let's give that a shout command that I want to do. I'm time to focus, I feel like. Because 1-0 up, the game's almost won for us if we can keep this up. I'm going to go to cautious. That'll be me for the rest of the game. I'm not going to touch anything, just hopefully we see it through. We're in at a time of 4 minutes. It's almost done. 94th minute. Goal kick for Blackburn. That's got to be it, surely. And that's the full-time whistle. An away win. Blackburn's first defeat of the season. Unbelievable. Hayden Muller, man of the match in central defence. Can we just comment on that for a second? The kid's come good. Look at him. He's not anywhere near to the level of the rest of the central defenders we've got at the club at the minute. Sean Hutchinson especially, and Jake Cooper. But look, you give them the opportunity and they take it. I for one, cannot discredit the players whatsoever. That is a superb performance away from home. Hands on hips. Well done, lads. That's a good win for us. Superb. I'm actually buzzing. Top of the table by 5 points. 6 clear of Blackburn now, who are in 3rd position. Huge win. I'm surprised how easy I'm finding the game at the minute, to be honest with you. I'm jinxing myself with these words, but it is crazy. We've made it 7 unbeaten, only 1 defeat all season so far. Long may this continue. This is superb. So we're sitting in 1st, pretty in the table, but all could go wrong between now and this Man United Cup game. A lot of games to be played, but I feel like it'll be good to kind of get this going a bit quicker. So you will see us next away at Old Trafford. We've got a lot of games in there, you know, teams that are in and around us, the likes of Watford and Bournemouth over Christmas, both relegated sides. It's set up to be an interesting proposition, I think, come the new year. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, we'll be in and around it. If you can leave your predictions below, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 games between now and the next time you see us. So how many games do you think we'll win? What's our points total going to be? And where are we going to be sitting in the table? I like to think we'll still be in the promotion places. I'm worried about the 2 games over Christmas. My honest predictions are I'll take 5 wins from the next 8 games. It kind of keeps us in and around it, so to speak. There's a bit of a distance between us and 3rd place at the minute, so hopefully we can cement that over the next couple of games. But 5 wins and a couple of draws, maybe 1 defeat. That's my prediction. So leave yours in the comments below. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. And thanks again for watching. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.